within a people unless they change what's within themselves. Anfusihim, what's within themselves, brothers. And when we go into our history, what do we see? We even see the Jewish community, and they claim that we're anti-Semitic. Yuri Avnery, a Jew that was a Zionist, now changed, said the following words, a famous journalist: every honest Jew should thank the Muslims for preserving the Jewish community. Because under Islam, when the values were there, that Islam preserved the Jewish community. Because we're people of Sunnah. As the Prophet ﷺ said, whoever harms a dhimmi, a non-Muslim under our protection, harms the Prophet himself. These were our values. And we had many other Jewish historians. Heinrich Graetz, a 19th century Jewish historian, he said the Jews live favorably under the Mohammedans, under the Muslims. You have a contemporary Jewish historian, Zion Zohar. He said thus, when the Muslims crossed the Straits of Gibraltar, the Jews saw the Muslims as liberators from Christian persecution. In the academic study, A.S. Tritton's study, he said the Christians preferred Muslim rule to that of Christians. You have Italian rabbis, Bertinoro, David De Rossi. They traveled to Baghdad and said amazing things about Islam. They said Jews are not persecuted in these lands. In Philip Mansur's book, Constantinople, he quotes a letter from a rabbi in 1453, and he says, come to the land of the Turks, come to the land of the Muslims. We are free, unhindered, taxes are small, rich are the fruits of the earth. We even have a famous sage and Jewish poet. He would write, the Muslims preach and sing of love and passion, and the Christians of war and revenge. A German poet used to write, I pray that a Turkish horse drinks from the river Rhine. So the Muslims could come to Germany and liberate the darkness of Europe at that time. But why did this happen, brothers and sisters? Why was the change there? Why did then the Jews thought of us as high, thought of us as people with honor and justice? But now we're seen as the problem. It's because of the values were there, brothers and sisters. People called for those values. And this is precisely what we're talking about. You want to change the situation in Palestine with the oppressive Zionist regime, not even considering the Palestinians as humans. You want to change that situation. You want to change Iraq. You want to change all of this. At the end of the day, the solution is dawah. Because what else are you going to call for, brothers and sisters? The things that don't work? The things that have been tried and never work? What would the Prophet ﷺ do? Call for Islam. Because all of our values don't exist in suspension. They are based on one fundamental idea. Tawheed. La ilaha illallah. Because once you call for this, everything changes. Because all your life is based around this specific concept. It's a pillar in your life where everything revolves around. So we want to change the world. Call people to dawah. So we can have the situation that we had in the past.